I'm Tessa Vale, 40, widowed DevOps lead earning $132K remote. For a decade, I carried their condo dues and seeded my cousin $88K to open his speakeasy coffee roastery in Tempe's Mill Avenue, his 2021 Bronco as surety. I seized the wheels, severed the lifeline, and murmured, "Taps dry." He swore it was theater until the tow lights flashed at sunrise. Smash subscribe and tag your state if your kin ever bled you like a subscription service. The meltdown was volcanic. Like.
Subscribe.
Bell on. More stories. More power. Every week. 8 years earlier, Declan crashed my backyard barbecue waving a spiral-bound manifesto. He was 28, rebounding from a string of fizzled TikTok agencies, pupils dilated like he'd cracked cold fusion. Mock-ups screamed exposed brick counters, nitro taps, a courtyard stage for acoustic sets. He rattled KPIs. 88K launch, break-even in 16 months, 38% margins on single-origin pours. I sat at the patio table while my daughter Nova etched nights on basswood. Declan fanned the deck like a royal flush. He'd been van surfing after the last fulfillment gig imploded. Every quarter a new grift. Crypto merch, mushroom kits, now beans. But this binder had heat maps, a signed LOI from a mill landlord, even a barista training syllabus. He needed the Bronco, my cosign, to anchor the note. I wavered. Widowhood had finally stabilized the ledger. Remote gigs paid $132K, no daycare dash. Yet Declan kept chanting, "Roots, water roots." We met Council Rowan Hale in a steel and glass suite downtown. Term surgical, 5.1% interest, $1,720 monthly, balloon in 5 years, iron lean on the Bronco. Declan inked with flair. I countersigned, pulse steady but loud. Dealers swapped plates that afternoon. He fishtailed out, exhaust popping, sunset bleeding across the windshield. First 9 months purred. Auto debits landed like metronomes. He blasted reels. Velvet banquettes packed, local roasters pouring flight boards, chalkboard hyping monsoon microlots. Insta-hit 4.2K. I relayed receipts to Rowan. She stamped compliant at quarterly huddles. Then the ping stuttered. 1 hiccup, then 4. I rang. Declan blamed port delays. Yurgachev backlog. Another month barren. I rolled up to mill unannounced. Garage door chained, neon cold, dust frosting the La Marzocco. Declan answered from a poolside cabana, voice thick with tequila. Soft opening, cuz. Patience is a roast profile. I reminded him about the Bronco. He chuckled, ice clinking. Meanwhile, the condo dues for Aunt Beatrice and Uncle Harlan auto-paid $1,520 every fifth. Ritual since Uncle's triple bypass torched their nest egg. Beatrice's arthritis meds devoured the rest. Harlan still scanned receipts at the Tempe Fries. Their AC purred, pantry brimmed, Netflix never buffered. I told myself it was interim scaffolding. Declan would compound. My stand-up buddy Mara caught the outflows during a retro. "You're venture funding a dynasty," she quipped. I waved it off. Family doesn't liquidate. She muted, side-eye lethal. Nova kept asking why cousin Dec never FaceTimed chess matches. I said he was scaling. She nodded, returned to carving a travel chess set after curfew. Maple and ebony squares, hidden magnetic tray, brass latches bought with bake sale quarters. 5 months of midnight dust. We skipped the roastery grand. Declan claimed invite only. That dusk Nova spotted the engagement luau on Beatrice's public reel. She clutched the finished set. Declan's initials inlaid in walnut, constellation board sliding to reveal felt-lined storage. "He has to feel the weight," Nova insisted. "I steal." I exhaled, snatched the keys, and we drove the 25 minutes to the old cul-de-sac. The block thumped, tiki torches, picnic tables sagging under Kahlua pork and Kona brews, ukulele bleeding from oboes. Nova beeline through the hibiscus-arched Declan held court in a linen aloha shirt, lay swinging, ringed by podcast brothers. Nova thrust the set upward. "Congrats on the ring, cousin December." Declan flipped the lid, smirked at the empty tray. "Etsy knockoff." He spike-tossed the set like a frisbee. Maple cracked against Nova's brow. Brass latch raked skin. My daughter reeled, set skittering across lava rock. The yard flash froze. Beatrice glanced up from her walker, oxygen tubing glinting, and tittered. Harlan wiped chili from his beard, muttered, "Kids and their hobbies." A cousin vertical filmed. Group chat erupted. Fire emojis, gate crash energy. Peak Tessa overreach. Nova's lip quivered, blood beating. I knelt, gathered shards, felt 5 months of love splinter in my palms. Declan pivoted back to his entourage. I stood, phone already framing the Bronco parked on the Bougainvillea, title in my name, lean live, then the condo app, $1,520 due in 48 hours. I fired into the family chat, support terminated. Attached both screenshots. Phones vibrated like hornets. Declan's head snapped. You're clowning. I didn't reply. Nova grabbed my sleeve. We ghosted past the tiki glow. The archway clanged shut. In the car, she pressed gauze to her temple, silent. I fired the engine, tires spitting coral. Declan's shouts dissolved in the rearview. Home, I nuked the group chat. Nova showered, emerged with a neon bandage. She set the fractured set on her workbench, stared, then fired up the bandsaw, sharper angles this time. I logged into the bank, hovered over the condo autopay. Thumb steady, toggled off. Confirmation flashed crimson. Cancelled, chain severed after 10 years. Dawn. Rowan emailed the default notice. Subject, cure or surrender, Declan Vale loan, PDF stamped scarlet, 30-day clock already bleeding. I forwarded to the repo crew. Rowan kept on speed dial. They locked pickup for 5:30. I brewed cold brew, watched Nova epoxy the splintered board. She didn't speak, just planed the gash smooth. At 5:27, repo driver streamed live. Mill Avenue silent, roastery sign swaying. Declan paced in boxers, yelling into AirPods. Flatbed growled in.
2 texts in.
Neon vests winched the Bronco in 241. Chain sang, engine revved, SUV lifted like a toy. Hipsters gawked. Phones rose. Declan sprinted 2 blocks before the rig vanished. Auction posted noon, starting bid $28K, no reserve. Bids pinged from Mesa dealers, a Scottsdale collector. Hammer at $39K, wired to Rowan's escrow by 4 p.m. deficiency $49K now unsecured.
Rowan filet jus de Molien garnishment primed.
Iscrulla recurring transfers, condudues, utilitias, Wi-Fi, $1,920 combinat.
Thumb steady, disabled each. Confirmation banners bloomed green. Cancelled. First silence in a decade. Declan rang at 10:03. First voicemail furious, then bargaining. I purged unheard. Nova sanded a new rook, ebony, fierce. Landlord slapped a 3-day pay or quit on the roastery at dawn. Declan scraped partial from Venmo loans bought 9 days. Yelp cratered. Repo drama, cold brew undrinkable. Courtyard gigs cancelled. Landlord swapped locks on day 15. Declan arrived with a backpack, found the chain, punched the roll-up once, then melted into noon glare. I mailed the auction summary and efficiency notice to Beatrice and Harlan, no note, just numbers. Nova asked if Grandma and Grandpa would be okay. I said choices have addresses. She nodded, routed a dovetail joint. Rowan called end of month. Judgment docketed. Wage garnish live when he clocks in. I thanked her, hung. Declan's final voicemail 3:12 a.m., sobbing, pledging triple payments if I rebooted the condo. I purged, blocked, battery died. 2 weeks later, 2:07 a.m. pounding rattled the hinges. Nova bolted from bed, dove into her closet, knees to chest among hoodies. I slid against the hallway, heart jackhammering. Ring app glowed, porch feed live. Declan swayed under the floodlight, shirt inside out, bottle swinging. He hammered again. You torched my empire. Voice slurred through cedar.
Nova Vimpered.
I whispered through the crack. Lock your door. She obeyed, face moonlit. Another boom, boot this time, frame shuddering. Declan kicked the welcome.
Mott.
Open up. Blood. Camera timestamped every stagger. I dialed 911. Voice low. Male intruder. Intoxicated. Property damage. Operator confirmed ETA 3 minutes. Sirens wailed. Declan heard. Rattled the knob. 2 cruisers screeched up, reds and blues strobing. Officers ordered hands visible. He flailed until cuffs clicked. They bagged the bottle. 1 cop knocked soft.
Man.
I cracked the door. Flashed ID. He reviewed footage on body cam, nodded. Disorderly vandalism. Restraining order tomorrow. Court clerk stamped the TRO by 10 a.m., 300 yards, 0 contact. Declan signed under fluorescent glare, eyes bloodshot. First violation hit 48 hours later. Unknown number. Heavy breathing. Click. Traced to a Circle K burner. PD cited $750 fine. 60 days suspended. I ordered August smart deadbolts, app-controlled, drill-mounted while Nova held the level. Chimes sang friendly each entry. She tested the code 4 times, fingers sure. Nova's desk lamp stayed on 38 nights straight, closet door ajar. Declan's mugshot pinged neighborhood app. Delivery drivers blacklisted the condo. Nova started art therapy via school, clay nights, no faces. I attended parent night, learned box breathing. Ring alerts armed, porch zones razor tight. One dusk, a borrowed Civic idled curbside, engine off. I snapped plates, texted non-emergency. Violation logged, another fine. Judge warned. Next mean cell.
He vanished.
Nova's lamp clicked off night 39. She emerged for pancakes, smile small but real. We're safe. I poured syrup, nodded. Beatrice and Harlan materialized at my office park gate during lunch rush. Beatrice leaned on a cane, oxygen tank rolling. Harlan clutched a foam core sign. Heartless daughter, 11:50 a.m. Suits in Patagonia vests paused, phones rising. Security booth crackled. I watched lobby monitors from the 5th floor atrium. HR already pinging. 2 guards in gray polos escorted them to the public curb. Private property. Beatrice protested. She's my niece. Harlan waved the
sign like a flag.
Guards guided, no touch, just presence. Verbal trespass issued. Return equals arrest. They shuffled to their wheezing 2006 Accord, trunk roped with laundry baskets. I forwarded footage to HR. Legal drafted cease and desist on company letterhead, certified to the condo. Tracking confirmed Beatrice signed, trembling. Condo dues missed first cycle, then second, default triggered. Balance $3,040 plus late fees. Harlan left voicemail at reception. Tell Tessa her aunt's inhalers cost money. HR archived. 30-day eviction clock ticked. Sheriff taped neon final notice, lockout imminent. Move-out day. U-Haul coughed in the cracked drive. Neighbors curtain twitching. Beatrice packed Tupperware into milk crates. Harlan directed from a camp chair, portable oxygen hissing. By 2 p.m. the unit echoed. New tenants, a nurse and her corgi, signed that afternoon. Landlords swapped cylinders, forwarded mail to nowhere. They surfaced at Motel 8 off I-10, room 112, poolside, $780 cash for 28 nights. Neon buzzed through polyester drapes. Beatrice posted public. Asterisk niece evicted her elders. Pray, asterisk tagged my LinkedIn. I screenshot, HR filed. Harlan COPD flared on vending machine burritos. Urgent care tab, $1,400 collect. Declan activated DoorDash on a scuffed iPhone SE. Borrowed a 2007 Camry from a barback.
Insulated bag in trink, tips averaging $2.80.
Gas $45 daily. Net negative. He reclined the seat in Fry's lots. Hoodie pillow. Alarm for 5 a.m. runs. Planet Fitness membership lapsed. Card declined. Security logged a solo gate visit 3 weeks post-cease. Beatrice alone, smaller sign on copy paper. Help your aunt. Intercepted pre-lunch. HR issued final campus ban. Photo circulated. Harlan tried my work Slack from library, bounced. Subject, you'll pay. Motel manager knocked day 26, extension due. Funds short post-ER. They loaded crates into the Accord, trunk roped. Joined Declan at Walmart overnight. 3 souls, 2 cars, windows fogged by dawn. Declan ran sunrise lattes. Returned with day-old bagels and senior coffee. Beatrice scrolled Indeed on a cracked tablet, no callbacks. I rerouted all mail to a P.O. box, changed cells, work extensions, even the dog's microchip. Forwarding expired day 91. Old emails 404D.
Socials privatiza, connexions cauterrissa.
Nova thrived in the new build, red tile roof, lemon trees, her room framing the superstitions. Workbench in the garage, first power sander from Christmas cash. She built a rosewood humidor for her shop teacher, dovetails, hidden drawer. County Fair gold ribbon. Therapy wrapped after 8 sessions, boundaries bulletproof. I hit principal engineer, stock vesting for day weeks. Mara and I co-hosted virtual trivia. Kids in background building Minecraft roasters.
No HR flags. No gate cameos.
Feeds archived blank. Whispers via distant cousins. Declan still dashing Camry on fumes. Beatrice and Harlan rotate weekly motels. Food stamps approved. Harlan's lungs saved by sliding scale clinic. Partial lobe removal. Cane now. Beatrice bagging at Dollar General. Name tag crooked. No contact post cease. 11 months later, a plain envelope arrived. No return. Declan scrawl. Asterisk 'cause I was poison. The lounge, the Bronco, the dues. Aunt's oxygen ran out twice. 1 reset. Asterisk 3 pages. Motel stationery, coffee rings. I read at the kitchen island. Sunrise gilding the tile. Nova poured oatmeal across from me. 17 now. Voice steady. She eyed the pages. Cousin Deck. I nodded. She pushed her bowl aside, waited. I folded the letter once, slid it beneath banana peels. That afternoon, I mailed a blank postcard from the corner box. We are no longer related. No signature. Postmark only. We'd relocated 4 months prior. Gated enclave north of Scottsdale, Xeriscape, mountain views. New cells, new vet, new everything. Nova's laugh echoed off Adobe. Tools sang in the garage. Peace wasn't fireworks. It was sunrise without alerts. Deadbolts chiming welcome. No midnight fists. Family isn't a vault. Blood doesn't license endless.